For the fence, I'll start each of these videos with on the post, so I know which is which. So basically, we've got a string line along the top, and it goes from the surveyor's peg at that end to the surveyor's peg at this end. So we know where the property line is all the time on each post. Now to sight the post 3 inch, 4 inch back from the boundary line. Now the idea of that is the neighbours then can't build onto your fence and make a building using the fence posts and the fence as the back wall. If we're on the centre line of the surveyor's pegs, which is the maximum we can go to the neighbour's side, then in theory they can build onto your fence, which we don't really want because you don't know what you're going to build onto. If they built a 2-storey house using your fence, it wouldn't be very safe, would it? Now when they sight the posts, they raise the string line up to the top of the post, and then they put a plumb bob down so they get it completely vertical, and then they brace it up so it doesn't move, like there. There's 3 braced up, I think, there. The rear bar is 10mm, I believe. A bit thicker down there, and the walls are a bit thicker down there. And they're just splayed out at the bottom to give it a bit of grip in the concrete. And then there's a plug of concrete set in the bottom. Then the next step then, how they do, and it's been done a little bit differently now to what that fence line was, because we're a different fella, different builder, and he does it slightly different. I don't know if I can show you. I can't, no. So that's stage 1. I'll make another video when I can show you how the panels are fitted, and maybe 3 videos, and we'll show you the whole process. So I'll leave this one there for now. Right, so continuing this little video on the fence. So yesterday I showed you how the posts were set in the holes, and how they were squared up with the string line and the plumb bob to go vertical, and today they've been concreted in. We've got 6 posts concreted in today. So the next stage, these 2 are short panels. They're 10 feet long further down there. The next stage, you know, these trees will have to come out, and then they'll dig a trench between the 2 lots of concrete, and to about 18-inch deep, 14-inch deep, and that's where they'll lay the footings. So we should start that tomorrow, and I'll get that on video and show you how they actually do it tomorrow. Yeah, so that's all I've got for today, just blobs of concrete. But next 2 or 3 days, when they do a couple of panels, it should all make sense in this little video.
Yeah.
Right, the next step of the little fencing video I'm making. So we got the holes dug for the posts with the VO bar in and the forms, and then we've cast the post, and now we're on to the panels. So what we do with the panels is the chip out to the VO bar in the posts, 4 or 5 VO bar horizontals exposed, and then they chip the full length of the post just so the concrete can bind better. And that's what we're doing now. It looks like they might go the full length to what they have to do. So when they've done that, the next stage will be to clear the foundations out, which in this case are a lot of tree stumps. Then they put the VO bar in, which I'll show you, and then form it up. So I'll make another video for the fence construction. I come up here to start the video off with a picture of the fence so I can find each little video, which is going to be over a 2-week period, I think. So to dig the foundations out, next phase, obviously these stumps have to be taken out. They've chipped the post out and found the VO bar, and then the VO bar is a bit different now to how we used to do it. We used to put the VO bar, put a stirrup on the VO bar, and then 3 pieces of VO bar would be wired up into that stirrup, and then we'd come up exactly the same with the rest of it. But when Soy came, he said no, we'll do it different to that, and it's saving 3 pieces of VO bar going along the bottom. So that's a length and a half of VO bar, which is not a tremendous saving, but if you multiply it by 100 panels, it is a saving. So what we do now, we just drive the vertical VO bars into the ground and then wire across. I think I've just said that the horizontal VO bar is hooked into the post. Now, when you think about the VO bar going into the ground, obviously it's going to rust away. The 9 inch or so what's in the ground is going to rust away over time, but it's still adequate in the way I think, because where it's concreted down, which will be 14-18 inches, that VO bar isn't going to rust in the concrete, so it's still going to have all the strength of the VO bar into the foundation. So that panel, next I'll show you on the next video. There'll be spacers put in that panel to keep the boards at the right width. and then it'll be shuttered up this side and poured. So I'll leave this one there, and I'll do another one when they're ready to shutter up. So I'll make the final video on the construction of the fence. I should be able to finish the little series of it. So the last video we left it with the ironwork was in and the spacer bars were in. Now we've poured the concrete footings. Then when the concrete footings are poured, the next stage is to put the shuttering on this side. And then the last stage is to pour the concrete, which I can miss out. Because when the concrete's poured and the shuttering's taken away, that's your end result. So I think I've covered the full process now in detail. Hopefully I've explained it reasonably well. Each little video I'll start with a picture of the completed fence here so I can pick them out. And I don't have the desire to edit it and try and take them first few frames of the fence each time out, because if I try to delete them I'll probably delete the bloody video. So I'll leave that one there and I'll post that one separately when I get it sorted.